students, let us see the next topic of this chapter. The next topic is distinction between partnership business and company joint stock company. So I will in the first, let us see the distinctions one by one. The first one is mode of creation, how a company is created. So by incorporation of Companies Act, by incorporation of Companies Act, a company is formed. And how partnership is formed? Partnership is formed by oral or written agreement. Next one is legal status. What is the legal status of a company? A company is a separate legal entity which is free from its members, but there is no separate existence in the partnership business. Partners and partnership business both are same. There is no separate legal existence. Next one is number of members. Number of members. For public company, minimum 7 people are required. 7 members are required to form a public company, and maximum there is no limit. And for private company, minimum 2 members are required, and maximum limit is 200 members. And in partnership, the minimum 2 members are required to form a partnership business, and maximum limit is 50, which is given by Companies Act 2013. Next one is liability. What is the liability of a member of a company? The member of a company or the owner of the company is having limited liability. Limited liability. What is the meaning of limited liability? Means what amount he is supposed to bring in case the company is owned up and the assets are insufficient to pay off the loans of the company. In that case, the amount of liability is limited up to the face value of shares held. Means whatever amount of share he has held, a member has held, that is the maximum amount of liability the member is having in the company. And next one is, in case of partnership, the liability is unlimited, and there are different kind of liabilities in the partnership business. Next one is transferability of interest. Transferability of interest. So the shares of company is transferable, and any member can transfer his interest to another person. But in case of partnership, the share is not transferable without the consent of the partners. Next one is point number 6 is management. In company, the management is looked after by board of directors. In company, the management is looked after by board of directors. Now, how board of directors will come into the picture? They will come into the picture with the help of the voting rights of the shareholders. So the board of directors are the elected directors of the company. Next one is, in partnership, every member will take in general every member will take active participation in the management of the business. Next point is implied agency. Implied agency means, do we find mutual agency relationship in company? No, we do not find any mutual agency relationship in the company. A member of a company is not an agent. A member cannot bind other members by his act. But in case of partnership business, we find a mutual agency relationship. That means a partner can bind another partner with his decision. Means act of one partner is act of all the partner. This is the meaning of implied agency. So this is not found in company, but it is found in partnership business. Okay students, now let us see the rest part of this topic. The 7th, 8th, we have completed up to the 7th point of distinction. Now we will take the 8th, 9th, 10th and 11th point. So the 8th point is registration. So registration is compulsory in case of company. In case of partnership business, it is not compulsory, it is desirable. Next point of distinction is legal formalities and statutory control. What kind of legal formalities a company is having and what kind of statutory control is implied on it. So it is compulsory to file accounts and get the accounts audited in company, and the company cannot change its object. Its object cannot be changed. The objective of the company cannot be changed without legal procedure. But in case of partnership, the accounts are not to be audited and the object of the business can be changed freely. The next point of distinction is dissolution. Dissolution. The company is not dissolved by the death, lunacy and insolvency of the members, but the partnership business can dissolve by the death, lunacy and insolvency of the partners. The last point of distinction is governing law in India. Which act is governing the company and which act is governing the partnership business? So let me tell you one thing. The act which is governing the company is the Companies Act 2013, and the act which is governing partnership in India is Indian Partnership Act 1932. So this is all about the distinction between company and partnership.